Hey! It's unfa, and you're watching the monthly live stream. This is the second one of 2019, the February 2nd. Yeah, hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. I see we have 36 people watching. That's a lot. Whoa, where are you guys coming from? I don't know. Well, today the plan is simple. I'm gonna make some music with Ardour, and then I'm gonna play your submissions and comment on them. And yeah, and as long as you will be sharing your questions, I'll be answering them. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. There is Combustible Lemonade, who is under the username 8banknexer. I can't really pronounce that name. He's a moderator, so if you post any dick pics, he's gonna kick you off the stream. So yeah, let's have a party. I'm gonna put on my headphones so we don't have feedback. Let's get it going. All right, so here's my Ardour session. It's clean, it's empty. I see I just forgot to route the audio output. I wanted to play around with a new synthesizer that is called Surge, which have been open sourced recently, but I'm not sure if I can really get it to work just yet. So yeah, I mean, I tried to, but can I scan for plugins now? I can. Maybe it's gonna find it. I just tried to install it. Maybe we're gonna have some new synthesizer to figure out and just test. That would be. Yep, maybe. Yeah, I saw it on the. I saw it there. I have seen it. Okay, let's. It's gonna be. Surge. No, I can't see it here. Maybe it needs more time. It's to finish this thing. Alrighty. Zyn. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use Zyn sub FX or Zyn-Fusion. Oh, there is a IRC channel for Surge. Good. Need to drop there. Need to drop by and see what they're doing, because people saying hi. Good to see ya. Did it finish? I think it finished. Yeah, it finished. Let's try. Can't see it. Nope. No surge. No surge. All right. Let's go with what we know. And what I know, what I like, is Zyn-Fusion. Let's drop 8 tracks of Zyn-Fusion. I feel like doing some drum bass today. So, yeah. By the way, I don't have any monitoring. I feel like I'm in a void. Can you hear me, guys, properly? Everything good? People are asking, where can I find Surge? Well, Surge, GitHub, if you search that... No? Actually, no. It's not that easy. VST. Yeah. Kids are watching too. Oh dear, so I'm gonna watch my language. Where is Surge? Oh yeah, I got it. I'm gonna post a link. Here's Surge. Is there a delay? Is there a delay? I don't know. Shouldn't be, I tested. Anon Safer 810 asks, I have a question. Do you use Linux Mint KDE or Kubuntu? I use Linux Mint. Is there a delay? An awful delay? No. Also, what the heck is going on? There's a delay between chat and video. Well, yeah, that's a given. Like, that's how live streaming works. So Surge is an recently open sourced, more or less recently open sourced synthesizer created by a company called Vember Audio. It's typed with V. And FalkTX, the creator and maintainer of KX Studio, has recently published a little test build, and I was super excited to just try it out, but I couldn't really get it to work yet. So like, here it is. Like, I got this build and I just can't use it right now, which kind of sucks, but never mind. Okay, let's get cracking. Let's make some drums. I want to make some short and snappy drums that you can do nice breakbeat to. I'm gonna set the tempo to 175. Okay. Oh, you should be able to also hear. I'm gonna try to route the metronome into the stream so we can hear it, because it's actually an important thing. Okay, now we can hear. Yep. I hope it's not too loud. It's got to be loud, but maybe it's not. Definitely drill and bass. I actually don't really know what is drill and bass. I tried to learn that sometime, but really didn't figure it out. Let's start with a kick drum. By the way, there is a new kick drum synthesizer or drum synthesizer called Zyn Kick, and I'm gonna really want to work with it sometime in the future. Why is it not snapping? What the heck? Beats by 4. Oh, okay, we're that far. Alrighty. Well, I was quite zoomed out. Zyn, it said it's Zyn Kick. Maybe I'm gonna post a link. Okay, I've posted a link to Zyn Kick. It looks very nice. Like, if you ever saw Kick 2 in action, which is a commercial drum synthesizer, you probably would feel very familiar using Zyn Kick. Alrighty. Oh dear. Let's pitch down the yacht. Give it a pitch envelope. Let's make it free so we can do whatever we want. Add points, move them around. I'm gonna make it louder on my headphones. Isn't it too quiet on your side? Yeah, I'm gonna make it a bit louder. Louder. That is a bit, could be a bit snappier. Maybe. I'm going to, it's okay, it has, let's disable forced release. Now we can do, oh, wait a second, that's an amplitude envelope for the voice. Well, all right, so let's make this same thing. Make it longer, so we can do things. Now here, I'm gonna activate this voice amplitude envelope. make it shorter. I'm gonna make this really shorter so we can see it. Windows refund says, so Ardour doesn't have a drum mode. Well, it has. Note mode, percussive, and you have drum mode, basically. So I don't really use that because sometimes I like to have the control over my release time, because sometimes you want to make the drum sound shorter, you want to cut it short or make it extra long. And with synthesizers, you can program different behaviors for that. So I actually don't use the drum mode because I like to know what my release is. And yeah, this allowed me to do things. But you can totally use the drum mode. You just right click on your track, go to note mode, and then you can change to percussive, which will make Ardour display just these tiny diamonds instead of the full notes. And that's useful for using drum samplers like, AVL drum kits. Probably everything I mentioned in my previous video where I told about what I use, and I mentioned quite a few drum samplers, even though I don't use them that often because I synthesize mostly. Yeah. Okay, I like this. Let's add a little bit of a high noise part. I'm just gonna, oh, now we have super long things. That's more trap-like. Don't really want that. Let's make this a white noise. Make it stereo. Yeah, now it's wider. Now I'm gonna add a filter to that noise voice, which is the voice 2. I'm gonna make it a bandpass. Make it higher, a bit wider. Yeah, and now make the whole noise voice shorter. So I'm enabling a envelope for amplitude. Yeah, so it's just a tiny, tiny click. Without it and with it. You could make it quieter. Yep, it's just a tiny thing. I could also turn this all the way up so we absolutely have this 100% high. Now I'm going to go to Effects, go to Part Insertion. No, Insertion, sorry. And then on Part 1, add a distortion. Because distortion makes everything better. It's a bit too much. Also, we're cutting off high frequencies, so I'm going to move this up. Now I'm going to make it just 50% dry wet. Yeah, that's good. Now let's add an EQ. Make it high pass. High pass 2 is a resonant high pass, so we can have this peak. High pass 1 never has any peaks. It doesn't resonate. But I want the resonance because I want to... Oh dear, that's loud. Too much resonance. I want to emphasize the body, the low tone of the drum. Yeah. Let's... I wish there would be a simple bypass button so I could just click it and hear it without the effect, but nope. Alrighty. And that's the kick. I think it's a bit too long. Should be quiet. Oh. Wait a sec. What's going on? Hey! There's my buddy, Bartek Breitfus. Nice to see ya. I don't know you're watching. Like, I wouldn't expect you to watch my streams, so nice to see you here. I want to make this kick a little bit shorter. Yep. Yeah, could be even that shorter. Maybe I'm gonna make the volume amplitude, the amplitude envelope free mode and tweak it manually. All right, I like it. That's it for the kick. Let's not spend any more time on the kick because we have a snare to do. Let's control drag, middle drag this lower. And I'm gonna make a snare. Now I wanna... Rob Vandenberg writes, my wife wants to know where Miss Unfa is, lol. Well, Miss Unfa is out there. She's like, she had a party during the night, so she's going to sleep now. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking something unusual today. Oh, that's good. I'm drinking mint tea. This mint tea that I was actually given this mint tea during my wedding. I highly I think Combustible Lemonade gave me this because the language here indicates the Netherlands, and he's the only guy from the Netherlands who was on my wedding, so that was a meme from a different live stream where I was about to make some mint tea to my wife, and I didn't because I was doing the stream and she had to do it herself, and then my computer crashed, so people were like, oh, that's her revenge. Well, no, it wasn't, but that's funny. By the way, I really like the taste of this mint tea. It's really good. Like, I usually drink tea in tea bags, and mint tea was no exception, but this, how do you call this? Weed form of the mint tea is really good. I really like it. It tastes so much better. Yeah, and this is my mug with a cat that's playing rock. Alrighty, let's get back to making some music. Snare. Snare, motherfuckers. Oops. I mean, monkey flowers. Let's make some monkey flowery snares. Baby jabba doop doo. Nice. We have a... Let's maybe tune it lower. Okay, let's make the voice add. I want this to be super short. So this is snappy. I think this is about right for the snare. Let's disable hypes filter. So it's now it's snappier. Let's add another voice. Make it noise. Add another voice. Ooh, make it noise. Woo. Greetings to Rob Vandenberg's kids and wife. My pleasure. Be my guest. I'm gonna try not to say any bad words. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do that. I should really work on myself in this regard. I'm using 175 BPM. Yes. Here you can see the beats per minute. That's quite a typical tempo for drum and bass. Let's add a filter. Let's make it bypass, band pass. Make it wider, but also steeper. Now I can add a amplitude envelope to make it a noise shorter itself. I'm gonna do the same for the tone. All right, it's already sounding pretty decent. Now I want to copy the whole voice, number 2, paste it here. And now I can change this filter to have a second noise layer that can be longer. Too long. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna disable forced release everywhere. This is kicking in. Yeah. Weird things are happening. Okay, that's sounding pretty good. All right, I could have one more noise layer. I'm gonna use a high-pass filter. So that's for the absolute toppest, brightest sounds. Drive that snare hard, says Outer Mind. Oh yeah! Let's give this longer release time. However, I think I should make this whole thing shorter. Oh yeah. And add some strength to the punch. These two knobs are a feature called punch, which adds a tiny volume spike. This. It adds a short velocity spike on the start of the note, so you can make it really hard and clippy. You can also longer or super short. Usually, it shouldn't be too, like, you need to tune it, make it good. Okay, let's add distortion, because of course we need distortion. Who doesn't want distortion? Let's make stereo all the way wide. Maybe let's actually low pass the distortion. Let's filter before distortion. All right, just tiny bit. Let's add an EQ. Oh yeah, it was pretty low. Rob Vandenberg writes, kids ask what happens when you set all knobs to 100%. Well, bad things usually. Do you want to set me all the knobs on distortion to 100%? That wouldn't sound good. I mean, yeah, you can spot the pattern right there. It's not gonna sound pleasant. You need to know what things are gonna happen and if you like that or not. Just doing everything 100% isn't gonna cut it. Okay. We have, I think the low end is a bit bright. I'm gonna, sorry, light. I mean light. So I'm gonna add another EQ and add a little bit of body to this snare. Maybe equalize this peak a little bit. And I also want to make it shorter. And it's gonna be weird because I'm gonna use a gate. I'm gonna use a gate, gonna use a gate. I'm gonna use a gate. Gonna use a gate, gonna use a gate. Gonna use a gate, gonna use a gate. Gonna use a gate, gonna use a gate. I like this. I like the snare right now. Oh yeah. Am I distorting on the mic? Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I am distorting. Hey, baby, let's record some vocals for this while I still have the singing ideas. Let's just sing about their distorted. Woo! Oh, I like the reverb on the snare. I like the snare, yeah. Oh, I like the snare, yeah. Woo, yeah. Okay, I have too much latency. Oh, that's bad. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? That snare though. Why the gate? Martin Bangens. I don't know. Martin Bangens asked, why the gate? I added the gate because I wanted to make the whole thing shorter. So I could just do it with the envelope. We could just, but it's like I'm adding another layer of correction. Like I have my snare, synthesized snare, and then I'm adding the gate. And it's like I can tweak what it was already there. I don't have to go back and do it in the envelope of the synthesizer. I could, but just as well I could use the gate. It's gonna give me slightly different results. It's gonna sound different. And I have some different controls in the gate. I could, change the threshold, change the release time. It's not entirely like tweaking the envelopes. It sounds a bit different. It feels a bit different. So this was why I wanted to use the gate instead of tweaking the envelopes endlessly. Just sometimes it's just faster and just feels better. It's really just comes down to what you like doing, and just like sometimes using the gates on things. Maybe I'm gonna do the same for the kick. Maybe I'm gonna gate the kick, yeah. Maybe I'm gonna gate the kick, yeah. Oh, I'm clipping not this mic. I'm clipping a different mic. Yeah, different results. Let's add an EQ to the kick. See what we can do. Oh, that's some sweet. That's some sweet low end. Really sweet low end. Oh, that's fun. It really sounds weird, but interesting. And this makes it more like we hear more of the click because I'm amplifying the high frequencies. I like that. Let's try and add a gate on this one too. Now, let's tweak it. Okay, attack all the way down because we want the instantaneous thing to be. Oh, it's too short. Let's make the ratio super high. Now just... Yeah, I need to back up the ratio. Yeah, bad. Oh, that is interesting. I mean, how about... Oh, okay. Yeah, you see the EQ, the boosted lows, like they change how the gate perceives the loudness. So I want to gate before the EQ so we can boost the lows. All right, I like this. Yeah. It's gonna be sweet. I like some... some reverb on the snare. I'm probably gonna just tune it really, really down. Yeah, something like this. Just a little bit of an ambience. Now we need some hi-hats. And I think we need at least 2 hi-hats. Because drum and bass. We need 2 hi-hats. Okay, let's copy one of these. And now just let's make this just an... Wait a minute. Let's make this an offbeat, like a backbeat hi-hat. I've read that Neurofunk uses backbeat. Oh no, this doesn't feel good. How about this? Whoa, that's weird. Oh, that's interesting. I like this. It's uneven. I don't think I ever did such a hi-hat pattern for drum and bass. It's interesting. Rob Vandenberg asks, wait, how did you duplicate so fast? Well, in Ardour, you can copy regions really quickly. You just hold your control key on the keyboard, you can see here, and then you just press and drag. And it's gonna drag not the region, but a copy of a region. And you can combine this with other things, like if you middle click, you can see here, I'm clicking with my middle mouse button, and now I'm dragging, and I'm dragging just between the tracks. So I'm only moving this vertically. If you control middle click and drag, you're copying a pattern on a different track. But again, there's other things. You can duplicate regions with Alt-D. Alt-D is just duplicate once, and it immediately places the duplicate after the original one. So you can Alt-D, 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 and make a bunch of copies, or you can Shift-D, and then appears a window where you can type how many duplicates you want. You might want 3.14, bam, 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 and you have this residual tiny duplicate also, because why not? So that's the ways to duplicate regions. In Ardour. All right, let's. I'm going to use the right square bracket to set the loop points around selection, and then press L to loop it. And it's playing in the loop. This is very useful if you're doing things and you want to play them in loop, and just select right square bracket L, and you're listening. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna solo this hi-hat because I can focus on it. All right. Hi-hat. Let's make a pulse wave. A weird one. Let's distort it. Let's filter it with a high pass. Before distortion. Make it super weird. Yeah, perfect. Now I'm gonna fix the pitch so the note height doesn't affect it. Now I'm gonna go to the global settings of the filter, change it to a high pass, change this so it's not, if this velocity sensing doesn't affect it. Let's make it a high pass. Yeah, there's something around that. And now let's have this voice. Let's copy the voice. Oh! Whoo! Just crashed Ardour. That didn't happen in a long time. Wow. Dude. Really? Oh. Hello? Can you hear me? You can. All right. Oh, looks like Ardour's crashed not just once. Whoops! Oops! Oops! Yeah. Actually, I really didn't see Ardour crash like that in a long time. Okay. I need a little while to just fix this. Give me a moment. Give me a break. Give me a moment. Give me a break. Woo! Maybe I'm going to show you what I do, by the way. It might be useful to you. So, if you have problems like this, you do this. You open a terminal and you type pgrep Ardour, and you see if Ardour is running still. You can do -A to see what is running, actually. All right, let's kill all of them. Pkill Ardour. Oh, it even, if you press tab, it will even like complete it for you. Ard. It completes running processes. Now there's no Ardour running, so it won't complete. So I already know Ardour is killed. But to make sure I can still do pgrep Ardour, no Ardour running. Oh! You can see what I'm doing. Sorry. All right, once again. So imagine this is our hung Ardour. And you do pgrep Ardour to see if it's still running. It's still running. We can also do pgrep Ardour -a to see what command was used. Now we can do pkill, which is process kill, and you say ard, and then you tab, and it completes. Ta-da! No Ardour to be seen. Perfect. Now you can use the up arrow key to make sure it's not running again. And now you can run it. Like press Alt-2 and type Ardour, for example. Now, all right, let's see how far did it actually... All right. So we didn't lose much. Like, everything is actually there. Is that a drop-down terminal? Asks Rob Vandenberg. Yes, this is a drop-down terminal. It's called Yakuwake. And I have it under key F1. It's defaulting to F12, but F12 is too far on the keyboard and I just use it really often. Okay, let's redo that real quick. Oh no, we had it like this. Yep, I can just... Okay. And now just Shift D and let's say it's 15. Whoa, too much. I should have said 8. No problem. Okay. So thankfully, we didn't lose much progress, even though I didn't save manually because I didn't expect Ardour to crash. Okay, let's go again. Set the filter to high pass. Change the oscillator type to pulse. Use a high pass filter before distortion. And distort it asymmetrically a lot. We just want a strange, weird waveform. Now, frequency, make it fixed. Make it strange. Now let's copy and paste. Now we change the pitch a bit. Now we paste. We change the pitch a bit. Paste again, change the pitch. Paste again, change the pitch. And now, with the last voice of noise. And now we just add a amplitude envelope. And that's a hi-hat. We can make it a little bit softer, so it feels a little bit more like a shaker. If you add the attack, it's gonna feel like a shaker. But actually, I like this. Okay, actually, I want to make the high pass steeper. Okay. I think we need a master limiter. Oh, we're peaking in 7 decibels. That's a lot. Yep. Oh, the kick is peaking. Wow. So maybe let's clip the kick. Intentionally, let's use tap tube worm. Oh yes, I like this sound. Could use the same for the snare actually. Just maybe before the gate. No, that's gonna skew the gates. Okay. Now let's make another hi-hat, and let's do it a different way. I'm going to draw a pattern, and I'm just gonna fill every other note. So we have just a simple. Now they overlap sometimes, and sometimes they just miss. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna start saving the session more often in case something. Wow, there's 47 people watching. 47 people! Hello, 47 people! Do you have any tea? Because you should be. I recommend Dutch mint tea. It's really good. Maybe Jan can send you something in the mail if you send him some cash. It's really good. 47 people watching! Woo! Me doing noises in the software. Yeah! Woo! Okay, let's now do a different approach to hi-hat. And... oh, right, it's 48 people, including your wife. And 50 people, including your kids, probably, right? 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 Okay, I digress. Oh man, it's so fun to just hang out with you guys. How long are you live streaming? I've been live streaming for an hour and 12 minutes right now. Oh, I see. Something changed. Yeah, okay. Kids are too bad. I read kills. No kills. Right, let's synthesize this hi-hat a different way. I'm gonna select right square bracket L. Oh yeah, I got it. Sweet. I don't need this one again. Do first amplitude, envelope. Make it a short one. Now, voice 1, make it a noise. Now, high pass filter. We need high pass, not low pass. Now this already sounds like a hi-hat, but you can add some cool things like remove these first things, just scroll for higher harmonics and just add a bunch of random ones. And that's it. Woo! Another hi-hat done. Yeah. No, that's it. It's just boom, headshot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Catalyst for the Streets asks, how about some drums? Well, I'm actually doing drums, dude. Haven't you been around? Ah, sweet. You know, I really like the sound of this hi-hat. It's so metallic. It really reminds me of the old Roland drum synthesizers in a good way. Holy crap, this is so nice. So good. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a drum bus. So, oh, by the way, sorry, the shortcut. Control-Shift-N is creating a new track or bus. So let's check to go to audio buses. Let's make sure it's a stereo one. I want to insert it before selection. So I want it before this kick drum, not at the bottom. Let's call this drums. I'm not gonna add drums bus because buses have a different color. So it's really no need to do that. Now I just need to click on every single drum and it's output routing and just click drums in and it's gonna reroute it instead of into the master, into the drums bus. Now it's all on this bus. And what that allows us to do is compress it together, which is great. I mean, I'm not going now. I'm gonna overdo it really bad. Oh my goodness, that was so good, so cool. What did I do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna break the beats. We're gonna break it, crush it, destroy it. Wow, that sounds nice. I mean, it's way too much, but we can have some of that. Let's do parallel compression. For those of you who don't know, parallel processing means you have the original signal and you have the processed signal, and you pass them both together in some proportions. So this is just compressed signal. This is just the raw unprocessed signal, and this somewhere in between is parallel compression. I really like Calf Compressor because it has this dry, wet, or mix control, which allows you to do parallel compression really easy and for great results. Man, I love this beat. Woo! Woo! Yes, let's break it. Break the beats. Let's save the session, and now magic. Okay, let's just remove all that. Or no, let's keep it. So let's say this is gonna be the intro. I'm gonna shorten this a bit. Let's just make some arrangement. Okay, this is our intro. Now let's break this a bit. So I'm gonna shorten this and Alt-D. So it's different. It's not the same thing. Now let's I'm gonna make a group. To make a group in Ardour, you see here is a little black bar. You just click somewhere and drag, and that creates a group. I'm gonna call this group drums. Whoops, not rums, drums. What happened? Something weird. Okay, let's drag it again and say drums, enter. And now all these tracks belong to the group drums. You can deactivate the group to make it not do anything by just clicking on it, and it just dims, and you can activate it, and when the color is on, it's on. And what that does is it gonna select for you everything that starts and ends at the same time. At least it tries to. Ardour 6 is gonna fix this, I believe, but sometimes you have problems like this should select too, but it doesn't. But it's still making it easier. Let's just take some part of this. Let's drag it. Okay, let's break the beat. Let's. I'm gonna select all that and just slice it here with the S key, or slice. Is it called slice? Split. Yeah, split. Now just Alt-D. Actually, you know what? I wanted this to be here. Now, this copy doesn't have all the things we had, but maybe this one does. Yeah, it does. Okay, let's do this. Let's copy it so we have a backup. Let's make it shorter again. Copy this here. I want this snare part here now. Whoa. Yeah. Nice. Ah, I see. This region is too short. It doesn't. You can, with Control, you can select something single in the group without disabling the group. So I'm just using Control. Now I can Alt-D this and have it here. Let's see. Hey, how about this? Oh, I need to Control select it, right? How about this? Oh, sweet. Let's make this a little shorter. Great. Oh, I'm in the edit mode. Here's the edit mode. You enter the edit mode by pressing E, and you go back to the grab mode by pressing G. That's now let's control select this, control select this, and just let's alt D both of these. I need to break something here too. It can't be just so straight and boring. How about this? Yeah, but these can overlap, so I'm gonna make this... No. Edit. Oh, but that's not gonna sound particularly interesting, I think. Or does it? Okay, let's see what people are writing. Note to self, use Calf compressor. Oh yes. I have a problem in adding MIDI bus. I can't connect it to master bus. NR Gagvad asks, could you specify, do you want to output from your bus to the master bus, or you want to output from a master bus to your bus? Lifeline says, that sounded awesome, thanks. How about pitching the drum group up inside the break that it's done in breakcore a lot? Pitching, well, we could, I wonder if we could use a pitch shifter, or we could use, I don't know. You know what, let's try and make some arrangement markers. I'm gonna call this A. We could also call it intro, but let's just call it A. Actually, no, I'm gonna enter these, because you can add them with numpad, enter. I could try pitch shifting this. I am not sure what's the result gonna be. So let's select the regions, right click, MIDI transpose, and now we can do it by an octave, say. The snare sounds so ridiculous. Ah, that's broken. No. I want to, okay, copy the whole thing. Yep. I'm going to slice this, sorry, split it. I want to do something here. This I could actually remove. Shift right click deletes whatever you click on. That's what I also use to speed up my editing. How about this? Oh yes, sweet. Sweet breaks, sweet broken beats. Early hip hop. Well, did hip hop actually start from? Yeah, I think early hip hop totally had to use aim and break. Like, by the way, what about just adding a random pitch shifter to this? Will that work? MA. Oh, sorry, I'm not typing. This is not this thing. MA pitch. Shift. You know what? This is gonna be awesome if you automate this. Like, it's not gonna work for the whole part, but it's gonna be really good for just parts. So I'm gonna expose ratio and window. There's also crossfade, X-fade. This is basically the mix or dry wet control. So we can switch between processed and unprocessed signal. MA pitch shift has this funky property that it adds a lot of stereo width. Somehow it makes everything super wide. Daniel Seregati noted this on the chat. Yeah. What was this? This is breakcore. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we can do stuff like that. You know what? Let's maybe make the first repetition just normal, and then make another one. Like, let's call this B2. We can also call this A2. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, I pressed A, and A means start the region here. Like, if you select something and put your mouse somewhere and say A, it's gonna put it here. I mean, as long as you have mouse selected as the edit point. So if it's playhead, you put your playhead somewhere, press A, it's gonna move the start there. That's stuff I do use. I don't actually use that. Oh yeah. So now it's gonna be working with automation. Let's make it all play the automation. Now we don't want MA pitch shift to do anything up to this point. So I'm gonna automate the X fade so we have just dry signal. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, we have this weird thing. So it actually added 2 instances, but it fed all the outputs from the first one. So we have mono. Now we have proper stereo. Okay, it's doing good. Where can I download it? Do you mean MA pitch shift? It's in the distro plugin packs, something. I get all that stuff from KXT repositories. All right. It's weird. It adds some, yeah. Okay, I wanted this to be still. Okay, let's move this. Let's move this here, or maybe just add a little bit on the final stage. So we can have some fun here. Let's make a small window because 100 milliseconds is really long. It's gonna be really weird. Now let's play with the ratio too. Let's make it lower. Oh! That's fun. Okay, let's turn it off for a while here. I want to turn it on again on the snare and make it high pitch this time. Let's go from 1 to something crazy. Oh! Oh, nice. Like it. Maybe not as high. Like, how about 1.5? Okay, let's just turn this off again here. I would also like cut some holes so it's not playing all this way. Yeah, like let's disable it for this part. Yep. I like how this creates a melody. Wow! It's funny. And we could actually copy the whole thing. So yeah, let's select. I'm switching to range select mode with the R key. Here it is. Here's the range select mode. And I'm gonna make the grid work in bars, so it's snapping to bars. Now I'm gonna Control select this, Control C. Now I'm gonna move my mouse here, Control V, and it's copied and pasted. Yeah, I want this. I want this. How about this? Crazy thing. How about playing with the window? Because we have a very short window. Let's maybe make it a bit longer for a while and see what that sounds like. Oh yeah. That just skips the beat. Sweet. Nice. Save it! Control S. It's saved! Nothing can kill this music now. Andrei Vaver asks, do you know how long time it takes me watching all your videos? Yeah, I know. I mean, I realize it, that they're long. I'm trying to make my new videos shorter and more concise and save the long, boring, random things for the live streams. I hope that's a good idea. What do you guys think? By the way, would you want me to make more live streams, like 2 a month? Because... All right, so we have these drums. We need a bass. Dude, there's no bass. Flippin' bass. What do you want to do? Bass. Amolith writes, I really like the long videos. And 1, 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people say that 2 live streams a month would be a good idea. One person says every day I should stream. I mean, I can't really afford to live stream every day, but 2 times the live stream amount could be nicer. Okay, I see you guys are down with making more live streams. Okay, let's make this a Reese bass. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna talk to my wife about it because, you know, this is all family business. Ba-da. Ba-da. I have a melody in my head. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da. Maybe I'm going to record this from a MIDI keyboard. Hello? Oh, yes. Not precisely what I wanted, but close. Ah! I was late with that note. I think it should work. All right, let's just have this. Listen. Whoa! The live stream. I unmuted my live stream. Oh, this doesn't sound good. Why is it so long? Are there 2 notes somewhere here that I don't realize? I think this is good. Make portamento bass, writes Outer Mind. Yeah! Rob Vandenberg, let my wife talk to Miss Unfa, lol. Okay, portamento bass, sure. So, okay, I'm gonna loop this. Part settings, make this monophonic portamento. Oh, it's too long. Darn. It's too long. It's too long. Yep. Oh, I like that short note. To have like... Oh, that was weird. There must be some extra notes somewhere here that I don't see. Show yourself. Bastard note. Yeah, there must be a note somewhere here. Die! You weird note, die. Don't you break my bass line. How about this? Woo! I'm getting all tingy inside. Yeah. Let's make this Reese. Okay. Let's copy, paste. Now in the voice list we can tune them. That's a basic Reese. Now what we can do is have some distorted, add a notch filter. You know what I'm gonna use? Wolf Shaper. That was a bit loud, sorry. Now, what do we need is, I think, tiny bit of reverb. I'm gonna use Calf reverb because it has the high pass. Now I'm gonna make the release time shorter. I'm also gonna add a punch on this on the beginning of the note, and a little bit of a pitch ramp. And also I'm gonna drop the pitch after the note is released. It's not gonna be pretty audible because I have shortened the release so much. Yeah, this just adds some tiny detail. Windows Refund says, do you have any kind of entry-level video on working with MIDI in Ardour? I ask because all of the known bugs and shortcomings, like a lack of lollipop view, editing velocities using there. I don't have one yet, so I think something might come around because I think there is a need for that. Ardour is very capable with MIDI. It has some problems. Ardour 5 has some problems, shortcomings, and lack of functions. But you can work this around you can really maybe a little slower attack on the bass. You know what? We need a sub oscillator. Woo! Not as much. We could add a LFO on this. Yes, because we have this sub oscillator, is gonna change the way Wolf Shaper distorts our sound. See, this LFO makes it go up and down, up and down. Now what I want to do is ZenEQ. You know what? No, before EQ, I want a compression. I love compression. Really hard compression. Make it parallel. And you wanna what? I'm gonna duplicate this and do this, but go lower instead. Ta-ta. I'm not sure this is the right note. I'm gonna Control A, Shift Alt up arrow twice. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, that's good. Control A again, Shift Alt down arrow twice, so I can. It's back on track. Oh, I changed this somehow. How about this? Dee-dee-dee. Sweet! I have another the idea for another variation. Ding ding. Don't I have legato on? Portamento. Oh, legato! This is what I want. Not monophonic. Monophonic restarts the pitch envelopes every time. I mean, all envelopes every time you hit a new key. I want legato. I want the notes to be like feel like a single note just pitch shifted. I think this note doesn't seem to fit, but because of the long portamento time, it will. Yeah, that's a tritone. Combustible lemonade. This is tritone. This is why it sounds so dark. And that fits our mood for today's music track. Ding 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 ding. Something like this. I need marks. I'm no. How about this? Not really. I think I need to lower the portamento time because it kind of mushes everything. Ooh. Let's listen. Isn't this monophonic? Oh, wait. I was changing settings of a different synthesizer. What the heck? Yeah. Now it sounds right. What did I do? Sweet! But we need more bass. We need more bass. I'm gonna add an EQ. EQ 10Q. Hello, EQ 10Q. Where are you? My goodness. I should someday just remove 90% of the favorites. But I really like them. I think it's good. Is it? That portamento threshold should really be changed to a numeric view rather than a knob. Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, I know why it doesn't sound right still at some places. Because we have this portamento threshold. Yes, this thing needs to be 0. So every... Now it sounds wrong. But it has the potential to finally sound right. Okay, let's listen again. Yes. I could use a de-esser to dim the higher notes. Yep. No, it should be low. Will that work at all? I don't think it actually works. Nope. Sorry, can't do. Where. Now, what I really like is notch filters on this Reese basses. These are awesome. Let's add a band reject. However, the problem is that we're losing the sub bass. So there are multiple solutions. I could duplicate the track, separate the sub bass, and I guess that's the most flexible approach. We could also use a crossover filter to just separate the low and high frequencies inside of this single track, and then process only the highs with the notch filter. But that's gonna be a bit like, it's gonna be difficult, more difficult and less flexible. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate this track, copy. I should have done this, yeah. So let's go. Let's call this Reese bass sub. I'm gonna call this Reese bass top. Whew, that's a bad thing. And now I'm gonna just stop. Yep. So this is our top, and this is going to be our bottom. Maybe I should call it bottom. And together they sound pretty much the same like what we had before. But we can do things separately on them, which is cool and really nice. And you can do things awesomely. Make it cool. All right, let's play around with this call filter. Call filter frequency. Let's make it play. Now that's a simple, very simple thing, but pretty cool. Let's copy and paste. You know what? I'm gonna put this filter before Wolf Shaper, so it all I'm gonna also decrease the resonance and inertia. Maybe after Wolf Shaper. Yep, after. Because the distortion kinda... The notch was there, but it was all kind of smeared off and not so effective as I wanted. Now you can also remove reverb on this one to make it tighter. That's a good thing too. You see that filter? It's not really perfect. We still have quite a lot of reverb in the low frequency band, and that's gonna mess up the integrity of our bass and the punch. It's gonna make it weaker. Now we don't have that. It's all better. I wonder if I could also disable the distortion. Make it a bit cleaner. For some reason, some notes are getting stuck here. I'm gonna save it. Gotta go, buddy. Great job. Windows Refund says. Thanks. Have a good one. See you again. You know a shortcut to band solo, band pass on EQ, 10Q, or Calf EQ? I don't think they have this functionality, unfortunately. I wish, like, I think I asked for that. Could you recommend me some free drum sampler set samples? Well, I have a whole video where you can figure this out. Unfa, what software I use? Yeah. Watch this one. Okay. Mark McCurry. Hey, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Anyway, how's your life? I cannot tell you. It's confidential. Sorry. I added a GitHub issue to remind myself. Perhaps the fix is a good thing to recommend, and as GSupper makes me... Okay. And Mark McCurry is the current sole developer of Zyn-Fusion, and like the maker of Zyn-Fusion, and the current maintainer of ZenSubFX as well. And yeah. Maybe we can. Let's just copy this. Control C, Control V. How about adding a sidechain to the bass top? Responding to the kick. Calf sidechain compressor. Let's use the kick as sidechain input. Enable it. make the bass sound more powerful. I'm also lack some highs. The bass drum, sorry. Yes! Oh. I've inserted here a note, but it's not in, it's there. I mean, it is, but it's looks like it's not. Yeah, that's a result of a tiny timing mismatch in Ardour. Ardour 5 is gonna... Ardour 6 should fix all of that stuff. Yeah. That's sweet. Now maybe let's do some vocal chops. I liked... Oh, that's out of tune. Out of key. It's out of key, yeah. I should record some new stuff. Oh, I deleted it. Not really wanted to do that. Yeah. That's out of key. That's out of key. Woo, yeah. That's out of key. Suck on my basement. That wasn't basement. Yeah, that was basement. Suck on my basement. That's out of key. That's out of key. It sounds really thin. Let's add MA pitch shift. I have it somewhere on this list. Oh yeah, there it is. That's out of key. That's out of key. That's out of key. That's out of key. Yeah, let's make it twice as high so it's in key. Oh, the timing is off. I wonder if that's because of my latency or it's the MA pitch shift. I think it's the MA pitch shift adding delay because it has a window of 80 milliseconds. I can change the latency of the track. Or no, just latency of the... Let's make milliseconds. How many? 80. All right, let's do this. Now it should latency compensate. Or did it? Bum, bum, bum. I don't know. Something's wrong. That's better. I think my pitch shift isn't really working right here. Let's delete it. Let's use rubber band. Rubber band mono pitch shifter. That's out of key. That's out of key. That's out of key. That's out of key. Oh, that's nice. That's out of key. Sounds pretty good. That's out of key. Yeah, I. That's out of key. I wish this was a knob, not just a toggle. I would want something halfway between form preserving and no. But well, we can't have that. Let's go Argot Learner and make this really weird. Because why not? Let's save. That's out of key. Let's see if I can actually match it to the BPM. Let's go with 8s. Oh, we have 0 grains. Duration 8/8, please.